Hi, this is Erin from Krafting Kitty, and this is the basic double crochet beanie we are going to make together here today. If you're kind of experienced and you just want to know a rundown for this, we're going to do 5 rounds of increases to 60 stitches total, and then 7 rounds of double crochet. Finish it for 12 rounds total of double crochet. Finish it at the bottom with a row of single crochets. I'm going to go through all of this again shortly, but this is a chunky beanie, so this is a 5-weight yarn. I used Amigo Aquarelle Chunky. It is a discontinued yarn from Hobby, and a 6.5mm crochet hook. This yarn does suggest a 7mm crochet hook, but for my chunky, basic, vanilla, in my head, whip it up off the fly beanies, I tend to use the 6.5. And I like that one that Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, made for me. It's comfy. Okay, so hold on a tick and I will show you how to make this beanie. Okay, talk to you later. Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and I am doing a video here that has been long requested, and I'm finally getting around to it. So what we're doing is a basic double crochet beanie. It's one thing that I often do in my yarn reviews, and inevitably I have a, oh, what tutorial did you follow? What did you do? This is just the basic vanilla hat that's in my head. And it's going to be a little different depending on what size yarn you're using. So I decided I'm just going to go through and get not every. As you can see here, I've got chunky 5-weight here. I'm going to do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I will do the chunky, bulky, whatever you want to call it, 6-weight. I am not going to work with 7s. Sorry, I hate it. I hate working with 6s as well, but I'll do 6 only for you. We're not doing 6 today. We're doing 5-weight today. So this is my basic vanilla double crochet beanie in a 5-weight. This can be changed. You can size it to whatever you want. I've got 2 of these. I had to break into this for, this is the same yarn I used for a Bod Hatapalooza, and I had to just barely break into this skein for that project. So I'm not sure if I'm going to need some of a second skein to finish the hat. Okay, so 5-weight yarn. Whatever 5-weight you want, doesn't matter. I'm using a 6.5mm crochet hook. This is the tapered head boy style. This was made for me by Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, for a birthday present. Thank you, Crystal. I do quite like using it. It is my preferred 6.5 when I use this size. I don't often use this size hook. So, I'm going to show you the easy first way I learned to make a slip knot. It's so silly, but this is how I learned it in the first place. So you take your yarn like a string. You're going to make a P. Take the loop, fold it on itself. Pick up the center thing there with your hook. Both ends, pull it, and now you just pull the end that's attached to the yarn. Oh, pull the end that's attached to the yarn. Your slip knot. There you go. Of course I don't have to do that anymore, but when I first learned, that's how I learned. So there you go. You can do magic loop if that's what you prefer. Doesn't matter how you start this. So, I prefer the chain 4. So I chain 4. Go to the very first chain I made, slip stitch in there. You get your little circle, stick your finger in there so you can see, stick your finger in there. You're going to chain 1. You're going to double crochet 12 times into whatever starting configuration you've used. 12 double crochets in your magic loop, in your magic circle, 12 double crochets in your chain 4 circle. I, of course, crochet over my tail. So that's 1. Okay, so for double crochet, you have your chain on your hook, you yarn over once, go through the circle hole, hook your yarn, pull through. You now have 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. I'm just going to go a little slowly here since this is a basic beginner tutorial. We might have some beginners with us. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So I prefer the chain up 1 rather than the chain up 2, and I do not count that as a stitch. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to want to scooch them over so you can shove everything in there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. When I first started crochet, it was sometimes hard for me to count the stitches from the top V's. I found it easier to count the posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and here's our first one, 12. So we have our 12. We're going to come to our first double crochet, not the chain 1, the double crochet. It's going to be slanty if you've used the method I use. We're going to slip stitch into it. Now this is the simple basic beanie, so we're not going to do anything fancy like posts. Okay, if you yank that tail, it's going to close up that knot for you, or that center for you a little bit, and make it just look a little tidier. There you go. We've got our first row, row 1 done. We're going to do round 2. We're going to chain up 1. Into the same stitch, the very first stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets. 1, 2. That is the repeat for the entire row. 2 double crochets in each stitch. We are doubling our stitches in this round. We're just making a giant circle. This is the crown of our hat. 2. We're going to put 2 double crochets in the next one. So we should be at 6 now. Oh, excuse me. 7, 8, 9, 10. When you end this, you will have 24 stitches. I often like to know that, so I can do this part and just count. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, you did not. Computer, you jerk. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so you have, did I say 20? You need 24. I paused because I'm trying to upload at the same time and my computer shut down on me. So it messed things up and now I've miscounted. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, good job, Erin. You actually did it. Okay, so 24 stitches. We're going to slip stitch to the first double crochet. It is right there. That's your first post. And it's going to be a little slanty if you use the chain 1 method that I use. It's also pretty much picked it up from Crystal at Bago Day. This is round 3. You're going to end up you're going to end round 3 with 36 stitches total. It's always going to be a multiple of 12. So for this one, I like to chain 1, doesn't count as a stitch. We're going to go back into the first stitch, do 1 double crochet. Second stitch, 2 double crochets into the same stitch. That's our repeat. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. I like doing it this way because then in our successive rows, we know our increase is always going to be the second stitch of our prior increase. It's a little helpful tip that I prefer. Oops. Lost my yarn. Two. 1, 2 double crochets in the same stitch. That's our increase. 1 double crochet in the next stitch, increase, which means 2 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2. If you're curious, this yarn I'm using is from Hobby. It is the Amigo Aquarelle Chunky. It has been discontinued, which makes me sad because it is quite soft, nice to work with, and it's, I feel, a very good 5-weight yarn. Okay, so we're going to do our next 1 double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. 1 double in the one stitch, 2 doubles in the next stitch. 1 double crochet. Next time we're going to do 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. With this way, you always know your final stitch is going to be an increase stitch. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch, just a way to make sure you did not get off your pattern. Okay, now we are going to slip stitch to the first double crochet. So this is our chain 1, this is our first double. This slanty part right here is the top of it. Slip stitch. Nice. We are going to chain up 1. Okay, we're going to do an adult size beanie here. You can stop the increases at whatever point you want. I like little tips and tricks for figuring out how big something is. Like, I don't always have a tape measure handy. I don't know. I've always got my hand. So, in general, the crown of a hat should be from the heel of your palm, right here, the very edge of your hand, all the way to the tip of your middle finger. So that equals what you need for the crown of your head. I just put my hand on my head like you could see it. For me, because I'm a nerd and measure these things, this is 6.5 inches. So if I need 6.5 inches, just measure my palm. So if you were making like a little kiddo hat for like a baby-ish, this might work. You could probably stop here. We're going to do a couple more rounds for an adult, but you can stop when you reach whatever diameter, circumference, however you want to think about it, you need. So we are on row 4. Here's row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. We've chained 1. We're going to do a double crochet in the first 2 stitches. In the next stitch is our increase. We're going to do 2 double crochets in that stitch. So we've taken 3 stitches and made them 4, if that's easier to think about. Also, our increase is in our second stitch of our increase from the last round. So that's our stitch pattern for the next one. A double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then 2 doubles in the third stitch, turning 3 stitches to 4. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Another way that I find it easy to count in my head and stay on pattern is 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know if that's helpful for anyone but me, but since I find it helpful, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll just say it. See if it helps anybody else. But again, it is a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. And then in the third stitch, 2 double crochets. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 if you prefer. 1, 2, 4. Oh, I lost it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase, which is 2 double crochets in the same stitch. I'm trying to think of all the different ways you could say this, so whatever works best in your mind. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase, which is 2 double crochets in the same stitch. A double, 2 doubles. And I must have messed up because I only have 2 stitches left. Where did I mess up? Let's see. 1, 2, double, 1, 2, double, 1, 2, double, 1, double. That makes no sense. I messed up on the prior round. Right here. I've got 3 singles in a row. This one right here should have been a double. Okay. Can you see that? Right here on the prior round, I missed my increase right here. I have 3 singles in 3 double crochets in 1 stitch in a row. It should be double crochet increase, double crochet increase. That's where I messed up. Okay, I am gonna go ahead. So you have 2 choices here. I could shove an extra stitch on that round and you probably wouldn't notice. I'm gonna do the right thing and frog to that point because it's not far. It's right here. This is the naughty stitch, so it's technically this one. There we go. So I need here, I've got 1 double crochet, this one needs to be 2, 1, and then 2. Okay. Slip stitch, chain 1, so I'm just repeating everything I explained the last time. A double crochet in the first 2 stitches, in the third stitch 2 double crochets. So it's a double crochet, then an increase. 1, 2, 1, 2, if you like to think about it like that, or 1, 2, 3, 4. We're turning 3 stitches into 4 stitches in row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are 1. So that's our double. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase. And again, I'm double checking my work. My increase is always in the second stitch of the previous round's increases. 1, 2, and then this is my increase. 1, 2. Normal stitch, normal stitch, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we go. I have the proper number of stitches to end the round now. So we should have 12, 24, 36, 48 stitches to end this round. We can count it real quick if we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Slanty one is 48. Slip stitch into the first double crochet that you made, and now you can check. Nope, we need one more round. See, the tip of my middle finger is exposed, I guess. You can look at it this way. Doesn't quite work. Not yet. Row 5 is going to be our final increase for this hat, and that is going to bring us to a total of 60 stitches, 60. So we're going to chain 1 and put a double crochet in the first 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th stitch, which is the second stitch of the prior row's increase, we're going to put 2. So you're moving 4 stitches to 5. So 1, first stitch, second stitch 1, third stitch a single double crochet, 1 double crochet, in the 4th stitch 2 double crochets. So there we can count 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4, and then this is our increase. So 3 double crochets in a row and then an increase stitch. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. There you go. And that's just our repeat around the whole thing. 3 double crochets in a row and then an increase. I didn't even increase that stitch, I just did the single. There we go. There's our actual increase. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and now our increase. 1. Oops. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, increase. 1, 2, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, increase. One, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. Okay, and now we're going to slip stitch to our first double crochet to complete the round. You can check. Oh look, it's the length of my hand if you are curious. And, I thought I had a measuring tape here. The grid is technically a ruler, but you can't see it very well. I have one of my quilting rulers here. Gigantic one. There's a normal size one. Two are right there. Oh. Okay, we'll have to use a quilting ruler. Oh, that's stupid, isn't it? Oh, whatever. Okay, so here you go. Going to my quilting ruler. Our hat is 7 inches in diameter. From edge to edge. There you go. I don't think you can see that because it's yellow on all of that. It is a little longer than my hand. But there you go. This will be an adult size hat. So now we are done with the increases for the crown. You could, it depends on the size of hat you're going. Maybe if you have a smaller head, you would want to stop at round 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 48 stitches. That would not fit my head at all. I would rather have it a little looser than too snug and cutting off circulation. Okay, so for the rest of the hat, until we get to the very end, it's going to be a single double crochet in every stitch going around. You're going to slip stitch to end the round, chain 1, go back into the same stitch because our chain 1 doesn't count as anything. Do that, and just do a single double crochet. Do 1 double crochet in every stitch around the hat. And you basically can do that for whatever length you desire, as however long you want the hat. If you want to be more like a closer cropped beanie, just do a bit of rows. Just do a couple rows. Measure it out. If you want to do a slouchy hat, do more rows. It's totally up to you and totally customizable. I am going to go around here and I will let you know when I get to the length I'm going to leave it at what that's going to be. Generally I go for about, it's really whatever the spirit moves me to do, but it's normally in the 7-inch realm. So it's however many rounds takes you to get to 7. I think it's gonna be around 12 to 13 rounds here today. And let's see. And a lot of this, you know, your tension matters. The hook size you use matters. You could go up to a 7 if you prefer, or down to a 6 if you prefer, I guess. This yarn asks for a 7mm crochet hook. I chose to use my 6.5. So use whatever you want. If you had used a 7, you probably would have stopped at the 4 rounds of the increases for the crown. So as a repeat, this is round 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've begun building the body of the hat. Is that what you call it? And it's just 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around. When you get to the end of your row, slip stitch into your first double crochet, we're almost to the end. You will, if you followed along with me, you will have 60 stitches in every single one of your rounds. We're doing double crochets, not half double crochets, Erin. There we go. Resting my forearms on this table is not super comfortable to crochet with. So, but if I hold it up, I tend to drift in and out. So what I'm going to do here is pause filming. I was going to film my entire process, but it's really hurting my forearm. So I will pause here and come back when I've reached what is going to be the end of the body of the hat, and I am ready to do the brim. So it's starting to curve, but that's how you make a hat. There you go. See, we're kind of getting it to look a bit bowl-esque, like it'll go on a noggin. What? Okay, see you shortly. I'm back. I've finished the bulk of my hat. I did end up going 12 rounds of double crochet. So we did 5 rounds of increases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds of just straight double crochet in every stitch. Now, if you wanted, you could always just stop here. I do like to do some sort of brim on all of my hats. There are I don't know, a number of different types. Oops, I'm sorry, I need the table there. There are a couple of different types of brims I like to put on the hats, so I am going to just, in each of the hats, show a different brim technique. This one, I'm just going to go all the way around and do 1 single crochet in every stitch to just tidy it up. So I have slip stitched into my first double crochet to complete that first round, or that last round. I'm going to chain up 1, go back into the same stitch, and just do a single crochet. And just do that all the way around. Now, some people might like to make this a little tighter and may go down a hook size. That is totally and completely up to you. You're just going to go around and put 1 single crochet in every stitch just to give it a nice finished edge around the bottom of the hat, and just pull it all together nicely. And I have to turn a little bit. One Single crochet. Oh, I'm not even. Okay, so for a single crochet, since this is a beginner tutorial, you've got your working loop, your starting loop, whatever on your chain. Go through your stitch, pull up one loop, you've got two, yarn over, pull through both. That is your single crochet. I am of course using US terms. I believe in UK terms there is no single crochet per se. I think this is called a double. And then our double is their triple or treble, I think. But then I don't know what they call a triple. Do they call that a quadruple? Do they call a, hey, that's too long, it doesn't look good in anything? Because that's kind of my opinion. I rarely have a project where I think the triple crochets look nice. I'm sorry. They always look a bit untidy for me. Maybe it's my technique, my tension, who knows. But there you have it. The honest opinion of Erin, tucked away in a video. Crochet hot takes. What's your crochet hot take as we work through this final round and play a bit of yarn chicken with me? I think I'll have enough to finish. Oh yeah, I'll have enough to finish. If you heard a slightly farty sound there, that was my forearm rubbing against my cutting mat. Oh, my camera is yelling at me. Don't run out of batteries right at the end. Don't do that to me. This is literally our last single crochet. Now we're going to slip stitch to the first single. I chain up one more loop because that is what I do. I clip the yarn, pull it through, pull that snug, and you have finished. Okay, this is all the yarn I have left. I have a yard and a half yarn of left. Okay, let me switch batteries. I will come finish up. Okay, so now we're going to get our yarn needle, and we're just going to hide our end in there. I should have tried to spin that a little tighter. I didn't. Okay, so go to the underside of our work, and I'm just going to stick that through there. Pull it nice and snug. And I'm just going to try to catch like 1, 2, 3 stitches that way. Let's go like that. We're just going to go all ziggy zaggy, hiddly piddly through there. I'm going to go like this, but I'm going to only catch a couple of the plies this way. That makes it hold it a little tighter. I'm going to grab that. So we've got a whole bunch of different ziggy zaggy directions. We're going to pull it a bit. We're going to find our scissors. We're going to snip it close to our work. And that is hidden. Now if you want, flip it kind of inside out. Get whatever you have left of this tail. Stick it in. And just get it to go through a bunch of those first loops. Pull it tighter. There you go. You don't need to do that one that much. And then snippy snip close to the work. And there you go. You have a completed double crochet beanie. I'm going to put my yarn needle back. This is the basic vanilla. This is what I have in my head stored when I just whip up a basic beanie on the fly. There is our seam. It's not, the yarn is so busy, the seam isn't really that noticeable. There you go. Un beanie. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped. Like I said, this is a 5 weight. I used Amigo Aquarelle Chunky 5 weight. This is a 109 yard. It's a 100-gram ball with 109 yards and, or 3.5 ounces, 109 yards, 100 grams, 100 meters. 5 weight. This is designed in Denmark, made in Turkey. All that good stuff from Hobby. I had used a touch of this and I had about a yard and a half left. So I'm going to say this hat took roughly 100 yards to complete. And I get to claim another label. Okay, see you soon. Bye.